My dear brothers and sisters in Christ, there was once a holy monk who lived in Egypt. One day a young man came to visit him. The young man asked, "Oh, holy man, I want to know how to find God." The monk was muscular and burly. He said, "Do you really want to find God?" The young man answered, "Oh, but I do." So the monk took the young man down to the river. Suddenly the monk grabbed the young man by the neck and held his head under water. At first, the young man thought the monk was giving him a special baptism. But when after 1 minute, the monk didn't let go, the young man began struggling. Still the monk wouldn't release him. Second by second, the young man fought harder and harder. After 3 minutes, the monk pulled the young man out of the water and said, "When you desire God as much as you desire air, you will have the epiphany of God." My dear brothers and sisters in Christ, the word epiphany comes from the Greek and means appearance or manifestation or showing forth. Is used to describe Jesus' first appearance to the Gentiles. Epiphany refers to God's self-revelation as well as the revelation of Jesus as His Son. Epiphany is an older celebration than the Feast of Christmas, having originated in the East in the late 2nd century. In Italy and Spain, the gift traditionally associated with the Christmas season are exchanged today, the feast, the solemnity of Epiphany. Among Italians, it is believed that the gifts are brought by the old woman Befana from the word Epiphany, whereas Spanish custom attributes the gift to the kings or magi. The feast commemorates the coming of the magi as the first manifestation of Christ to the Gentiles in the Western Church. In the Eastern Church, the feast also commemorates the baptism of Christ. The angels revealed Jesus to the shepherd, and the star revealed him to the magi who had already received hints of him from Jewish scriptures. Later, God the Father revealed Jesus' identity to Israel at his baptism in the Jordan. In the synagogue at Nazareth, Jesus revealed himself as the promised Messiah. The multiple revelations are all suggested by the feast of the Epiphany that we celebrate today. My dear brothers and sisters, today's Old Testament reading, Isaiah chapter 60 verses 1 to 6, is chosen partly because it mentions non-Jews or pagans bringing gifts in homage to the God of Israel. The passage also celebrates the divine lights emanating from Jerusalem and foresees all the nations acknowledging and enjoying that the lights and walking by it. Today's Psalm 71, declares that all the kings of the earth will pay homage to and serve the God of Israel and his Messiah. Thus, these two readings express hope for a time when the people of God will embrace all nations. As a privileged recipients of divine epiphany, St. Paul reveals that God's secret plans, that the Gentiles also have a part with the Jews in divine blessing. Hence, in the second reading, St. Paul affirms that Jesus extended membership in his church, making it available to all peoples. Thus, the Jews and Gentiles have become co-heirs, members of the same body, and co-partners in the promise in Christ Jesus through the gospel. Hence, there are no second-class members. Today's gospel teaches us how Christ enriches those who bring him their hearts. Since the Magi came with joy in their hearts to visit Christ's child, God allowed them to see wondrous things. At the same time, today's gospel hints at different reaction to the news of Jesus' birth, foreshadowing his passion and death, as well as the reason Jesus mandates to make disciples of all nations.